Alright guys. Army, we need to talk, because what just happened between Jungkook and Jimin, it's not just cute anymore. It's not just friendship moments. This feels different. And I know I'm not the only one who felt that shift. So imagine this. You're watching them like usual, just expecting the same playful energy, the same chaotic but wholesome bond we've seen for years. But then Jungkook says something simple, something soft, yet it hits way deeper than expected. He talks about Jimin's attention, the way Jimin cares for him, the way he's always there. And suddenly, the tone changes. It's not just appreciation. It feels personal. It feels emotional. It feels like there's something more behind those words. And right there, in that moment, the entire fandom collectively pauses and goes, wait, did he just? Because let's be honest, guys, we've seen thousands of interactions between them. We've seen the hugs, the teasing, the late-night talks, the way they look at each other when they think no one notices. But this time it wasn't just body language. It was words. And words hit differently. Especially when they come from someone like Jungkook, who doesn't always open up like that so directly. And what makes this even more intense is the way he said it. It wasn't loud, it wasn't dramatic. It was soft, almost like a quiet confession. The kind of tone you use when you're talking about something real. Something you feel deeply. And when he mentioned that Jimin's attention makes him feel more connected, more attached, even saying it makes him feel like his feelings are growing, that's when things got real. Now let me ask you something, Army. How many times have we heard idols talk about each other in a general, friendly way? A lot, right? They say, I appreciate him, or he's important to me. But this didn't sound generic. This sounded specific. Personal. Almost like Jungkook wasn't just talking to the audience, but about something he genuinely feels inside. And of course, the internet exploded. Fans started replaying that moment over and over again, analyzing every word, every expression, every tiny detail. Because when Jungkook talks about Jimin like that, it doesn't just sound like admiration. It feels layered. Like there's history behind it. Like there are moments we didn't see that made those words carry so much weight. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Think about their journey together. These two didn't just meet yesterday. They grew up together. They trained together, struggled together, succeeded together. Jimin has literally been part of Jungkook's life during his most formative years. So when Jungkook talks about Jimin's attention, it's not just about small gestures. It's about years of care, support, and emotional connection built over time. And maybe that's why it hits so differently. Because this isn't a new bond. This is something that has been quietly developing, evolving, deepening, right in front of us. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Are we reading too much into this? And honestly, that's a fair question. But at the same time, when something feels this genuine, this emotional, it's hard to just brush it off as nothing. Because let's not forget, Jimin himself has always shown a unique kind of care toward Jungkook. The way he checks on him, the way he supports him emotionally, the way he seems to understand him without words. It's not loud. It's not flashy. But it's consistent. And consistency like that, it builds something real. And Jungkook notices it. That's the key here. He doesn't just receive that attention. He feels it. He acknowledges it. And now, he's openly talking about how it affects him. That's not something you say casually. That's something you say when it matters. And this is where things get even deeper. Because emotions like that, they don't come out of nowhere. They grow. Slowly. Quietly. Over time. Until one day, you realize, it's not just friendship anymore, at least not in the simple sense. Now, does this mean they're in a romantic relationship? No. There's no confirmation of that, and we have to respect that boundary. But what we can talk about is the emotional intensity between them. The connection. The way they impact each other's lives. And that's undeniable. Because whether you see it as deep friendship, brotherhood, or something more, the bond between them is real. It's strong. And moments like this just make it even more visible. And let's be honest, Army, part of why this hits so hard is because we've all been watching this story unfold for years. We've seen the small moments, the inside jokes, the emotional support, the growth. So when Jungkook says something like this, it doesn't feel random. It feels like a continuation of something we've been witnessing all along. It's like watching a story where you already know the characters so well, and then suddenly, they say something that changes the way you see everything. And maybe, just maybe, that's why this moment feels so powerful. Because it's not about proving anything. It's not about labels. It's about emotion. Real, human emotion. So whether you believe this is just pure, deep friendship, or you feel like there's something more beneath the surface, one thing is clear. Jungkook's words came from a real place. And Jimin's presence in his life clearly means more than just another member. And honestly, that's beautiful in itself. But I want to hear from you guys. What did you feel when you heard that moment? Did it surprise you? Did it make you emotional? Or did it confirm something you've believed for a long time? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it as a community. And if you enjoyed this kind of deep dive into moments like this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us, because we're going to keep breaking down the moments that make us feel something real. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about idols. It's about connection. And moments like this, they remind us why we love them so much.